This is chapter 5 of the book, The Meta and Physics of Jesus Christ. Chapter 5 is entitled Everlasting Life, What is It? This is part 2 of chapter 5. We will be carrying on from the last paragraph of part 1. The point is this: Ionian life is something you harness right here and right now. It is something you use and procure for the task at hand. That task is to return to the state of wholeness. As the words soteria in the Greek describe, and the word salveo in the Latin describe. Both soteria and salvio are the words we use and the meanings we use when we use the idea Jesus saves and salvation. The point is to get the substance to flow through you and into others in order to come to a place of real knowing right here and right now. It is with this real knowing that you not only attain the state of real freedom, but you have the ability to assist others through the gifts that come with this infusion of everlasting Ionian life. It is a substance. For instance, the words you are reading now are actually helping you. Later, we're going to place a theory before you regarding the mechanics of how the substance works through this physical plane. It is good for the deeper understanding of the physics and meta of Jesus Christ that you would begin to look at things through the lenses of the time and the place that you are living in. This is not the Dark Ages anymore. Put the foolishness of your fear away and get on with the business of understanding life for what it is. For we ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Do you fully realize that the spirit plane works in the material plane only through the channels of energy? This is the way of things. It needs to be addressed by the true seeker. Do you realize the spirit plane is just as real as the material plane? Do you understand that the spirit plane operates at different frequencies and that it is aware and capable of the use of higher laws and higher physics? It is meta. This is the stuff that miracles are made of. Miracles are not miracles as we think of miracles. Miracles are a higher science of spirit, a higher law, a higher physics, the reality of the meta, spirit physics. Everlasting life is part of the tangible connection from the divine spirit plane to the here and now of this material plane. It is a substance that can be used in the here and now. You need only to exercise your faith and your power to make the connection to the power of the Spirit. Do not think that this energy is not a current like money or electricity. It very much is. And you need to make the basic connections in order to harness it. You have been pre-wired for this, but the reality, here and now, is that your free will controls the power to either activate the flow or to deny it. You are not at all powerless in this, and no one or nothing can make you do it. It is strictly up to you. Your belief systems have been meddled with, and we have all been programmed for centuries not to use this. In parentheses, see the book, I'm Sick of the Repercussions of Not Loving Myself by Vincent Peppers. End of parentheses. Think of the things in your life that you struggle with. Think of what you struggle to get from this life. Boil these realities down to their essence, and you will see a simple truth full of very much dynamics. The struggle is for life, or really being alive, liberty, and happiness. Also, think how much closer you would be to attaining this fully energetic state of awareness if you had this connection we are attempting to describe to you, and this type of eternal Ionian life force energy was flowing through your bodies. There is a saying that this is the stuff that dreams are made of, but this is really the stuff that can activate your dreams of fulfillment and happiness. This is not a magic wand cure, though, and life still has its struggles and problems. This never goes away. This is Earth, and for now, we are humans. What does go away with the activation of this eternal life is the negativity and hopelessness that can drag you down into the muck and the mire and get you stuck there so that you never have the chance to even get a taste of real happiness for even a moment in time. That negativity is an energy, just like eternal life is an energy. We are pre-wired for that negativity. Also, dualistic, just like Paul is talking about. And if that is what is running through your body, then it is high time to consider changing that current. Do you realize that we are all pre-wired for an energy substance to pulsate through our bodies? This is life on Earth, and this is simply how it works. It is the physics of Creator of all and the extension of that, which is creation. This happens the very second we come into a human body, and that body becomes animated by our souls and our spirits. Of course, we are born into a world that is prevalent with what is called sin. Therefore, we are also born into sin. Being born into sin does not mean that we are all evil, wicked creatures and that we are destined to burn in hell for all eternity. This is a statement of religio-political rhetoric designed to gain power through fear. I personally do not find the scriptures telling me this anywhere in the text. I don't care what those old farts that wrote the doctrines up hundreds of years ago and perpetuated all of this says. It is not in the text. Perish is not the same as burning forever and ever in some hell. The lake of fire is another issue from Revelations, but it is for followers of truly wicked beings at war with Christ. Those who choose through free will to align with vibrational frequencies of darkness and actually do it. This is a physics thing, not a default of life on this planet. In a sense, this rhetoric is a tool of very subtle and brilliant evil to instill fear and to create a feeding frenzy for those who feed off such vibrations and energies. A simple threat of excommunication on you, and you are in hell forever. And because of relative truth, then people taught and indoctrinated, in other words, brainwashed in this stuff, really shook and quaked in terror. Fear and ignorance also block the flow of real truth. It binds the human mind with accessing the higher knowledge and power of its own free will. It does a lot more bad things having to do with the mind, but that is another book. Another fantastic outcome of this tool, if you are an evil being who wants to take over the planet, is that in the future, which is actually now in the 21st century, people would turn far away from the essence of the reality of Christ because of this nonsense. Only a brilliant strategist could have seen this one coming. It would take a high-level being of serious understanding to plan something like this over centuries of time. Perhaps a fallen angel? Sin is a vibration that vibrates at a pitch that separates one from the light vibration of God. We have the potential to reverberate sin. Since we are born into an environment that is in so many ways locked into this sin vibration, then it is quite easy for us to stay in this form of darkness. This darkness vibration is what is perpetuating the grand illusion that we spoke of earlier. This is why it is written that we must seek. By no means does the sin frequency have to be the only type of energy we choose to deal with. We have free will. We have light, capital light, at our access. It is just that it is most prevalent and easiest choice. No seeking truth involved here. No getting rid of the ego. No curtailing selfish or self-centered focus on what one is involving in. No educating ourselves. No enlightening ourselves. It also takes no specialized knowledge whatsoever to reverberate with the darkness and stay in the darkness and just stay in the sin frequency. It takes nothing. Whereas the substance of the eternal Ionian life takes some understanding in order to harness it. It's work. But when all is said and done, harnessing the higher life frequency for what it is worth, this is truly the smartest and best way to go. The fire and brimstone stuff of preaching no longer works in this century. No one is going to listen to it anymore. Instead, what people need is the reality of the truth, the specialized knowledge of the way, and the heightened vibration of light and life. That is not doctrine, but pure truth, and also found in the sacred text. A manual of high physics, in my opinion. This is a physics, a spirit physics, a hard science, a form of high level, very advanced technology. That's what this is. All right. Okay, I'm going to end this chapter now. Please think about what you read. It's incredibly important to see the facts of what this is. This is life-changing. Not only is it life-changing, it can be planetary changing. This is the end of chapter 5. We will continue in chapter 6.